with something that I picked up today, and it's about Christendom. You say Christendom has elevated Jesus to the level of a rock star on this level of life, this visible earth. And I think the Numan, who is on all levels, can tell us more about this, about Jesus's stardom, if it exists that way. So there is a case of an American bishop, Bishop Pike, who did not follow the dictates of the Bible. So the Bible condemns what we call channeling. But Bishop Pike decided to contact a medium who would put him in contact with his translated son. So among other things, he asked his son during the session whether he often hears about Jesus on the other side. So his son answered that there was not very much was heard about Jesus on the other side of life. So I think this is very shocking to Christians, to those fanatical exponents of the Jesus cult. So you find one pastor who reposted, who said what happened to his son. The answers his son was giving were not real. That was the work of some evil spirits or demons in the nether regions who are enemies of God, who were answering in the place of his son, and that it was not his departed son. So as a Numan is universally positioned, can he enlighten us on this matter? Because he said Jesus is not even heard about in the other realms. So I don't know. Found this very interesting, so I thought I should ask you.
You have good questions, Charles. Thank you. They're fun. It makes it fun for everybody here. So I find it interesting too. And so it's like anything, you know. I've never met the president of the United States. He's over there somewhere. I've seen, things in TV or pictures or whatever. I don't even know if they're real. Do we? Things can be projected. So again, we've come to this earth, haven't we? And during this lifetime, look at everything that you've heard. And we decide at some point, well, this is real, this isn't, or this is a story, or I like this, or I don't like this. So, and as we live our life, what does it all add up to? Really, what does it all add up to? What else is there? So now there is something else. So whether Jesus is there or not, or what have you, or what Jesus did, etc., even what Paul did when he was here, or any of the real guides, does it really matter? No, it's a reference, it's an idea, and if you want to play with those ideas, fine. But otherwise, it just goes back and forth. Everybody has their experiences, and all of it's okay. Again, I just focus on the projects and setting up something that provides people to become more aware. That becomes the difference. Now, do these things, when you look at them, do they provide that? Or are they just people going back and forth with their ideas of things? Oh, I believe this, or I don't believe that, or do they really know what's happening? Even if they do, so what? You see? What does it all really matter? So again, this is where people become confused. They start to go with funny ideas, and they don't really take the time with this, so they get exhausted with it, just like you're seeing the Africans, and then they just go somewhere else because you have to build upon it, you know, just like if you're going to build a building or a house or something. You know, you have the idea, oh, you see it, you want to do it, you pour the slab, you start framing it, but then you get distracted by other things. Your friends come over and say, hey, come on, let's go party. You know, you can always do that later. So pretty soon you're partying, you're exhausted. And then some of your other friends say, come on, let's go on. We're going on vacation. Come with us. You can finish the house later. Pretty soon your life is over and you didn't finish the house because you didn't put all your attention there, did you? Yeah. So it really takes a focus to do this. It really takes a lot to figure this out like never before. So these things that are occurring here and on the real side and other realms in creation, whatever. But there's a bigger picture to see, but it takes a lot to be able to see that and to stay focused. Just like the captain out there on the ocean where he sees nothing, but he stays on that wheel of that ship, and he's always on the lookout to, you know, he's always focused on getting to his destination. But if he starts looking to the left or right, all of a sudden, okay, where is he? He starts to get lost again. And so, you know, we have a lot of ideas going and they're fun to play with, but are any of these ideas compared to the true reality life is, do they have any real value? That becomes the difference, Charles. I always compare. So, but I see that certain things have their place in creation, that I can utilize them, like a screwdriver and a hammer and a saw. Yeah, when it comes to it. But I don't use that all the time, very seldom. It's about awareness and seeing what is real, because all life is survival. Now, can you survive on these ideas? Is that going to help you survive better? Is it going to make you feel better because you believe better or whatever? Is that survival? It's interesting, isn't it, to figure these things out? So, again, this is what we're dealing with. Plus, we're dealing with ourselves, our personal selves. It's a whole lot. Yeah, real challenge. Go ahead.
It is this. Yeah, when you are concerned about uh, you you're concerned about the world, you know, where the world is heading to, and you implicitly seek to make this world a better place. This black floating rock in space. You have concern for the environment, concerned about real food, real water, sustainable development, etc. So you seek to empower people through awareness of the reality of life. Um, don't you think you could fall into the category of this what I may call one-dimensional conscious social workers like Catherine of Siena and Maria Theresa, who so love the world's people with a godly love, that she championed the cause of children, the dispossessed, the poor, and all the like, trying to make the world a better place. Yeah, Duane.
Okay, so that's it. Yes. Well, uh, I've never really stated that I'm here to make the world a better place. That's not the idea, but I do have a choice. That's where it's taken a little bit this way or that way, Charles. No, that's not the main idea. We use references accordingly. So, okay, I can do this. I can sit here and new you. I can write things that sound good, etc., and I can watch the world burn. I can do that. Yeah, that's easy to do because most people are doing it. But you know what? I don't want to. And so I've decided to do something a lot more. And so it's not about so much making the world a better place. Okay. So we got freeways and buildings, and we got heart machines and cell phone towers. I'm not going to be tearing these things down. That's not it. It's not about the socialism of things. No. But what I do is I've taken on the challenge like never before to utilize what is existing. Okay, just like my car, I drive it from here. Well, I don't have a car, but anyhow, I drive a car from here to there to get there faster. Utilizing what is here to at least present and show people how to become more aware through this process of bringing up the all natural environment that's being destroyed. And yeah, I don't want to just sit here and pretend, oh, it's okay, like the corporation members. It's like, well, we don't care about the earth, etc. Well, the funny thing is that as I've decided this and went this route and doing what I'm doing on the real side, all the boys have backed me in life itself. That's the funny thing, that? And all these other spiritual goody things and of the world, well, the boys aren't backing them, nor is life. Only the reptilians are. So, there's something else going on, isn't there? But it's not about the social order of things. It's not about making things better here. No, it's about awareness and giving people the opportunity to step up and say, hey, look, the classroom's dirty. Do you want to do something about it? Or do you want to try and learn in a dirty classroom? All right. So again, it's given people the opportunity because most people are going to be they're going to keep reincarnating here, and it's going to get worse. And I see that why should people suffer at all? It's not about happiness. It's about being okay, like the sun shining. That's what I see. And if people decide to love something or be happy, that's their personal life. If they decide to dance and sing and, go out to dinner and the movies, that's their personal life. I'm focused on the real awareness so that the individual can have and do what they want, more so than just being limited by their personal life. So, yes, I can either watch the world burn and watch everybody do what they're doing, or I can step up and bother everybody, which I'm doing, because that's why things are being destroyed faster, because on the real side we are, and this is all going to become evident. Everything becomes evident because I made the choice to do so. Very real. And so, yeah, I cannot make anything happen here. But what I look for is see who steps up, has the courage to agree to something that makes sense overall with the overall survival, because there is no survival in this world. It's a doomsday affair that people keep agreeing to, but they don't see it. They don't see it at all. So I go about every which way I can to very very adamantly present this. It's kind of like your kid that's to get up and go to school, and you got to shake them. Sometimes it's like, get up and get going. So otherwise you let him sleep late and nothing happens, and he just grows up and he doesn't even know what to do with himself, which a lot of people don't, because they've gone through the so-called educational system here, and they come out the other end and they have no idea where they're at or what to do or why they even came here in the first place. So I'm taking on the challenge to do something that no one else will do. And yes, they look at us, and here it's just about the all natural environment being okay, and which encompasses all of life, and to recognize it. How fun is that? But you know what? Most people aren't interested because they'd rather stay with their dull old routines and watch the world burn, thinking that it's going to be all okay. So yes, Charles. It's an interesting decision, isn't it? Well, that's the decision I've made, and again, let's see how it all turns out. So again, I can't make the world do whatever. I'm really focused on the reality of providing a real education, as opposed to all the deception that's taking place every moment here. Every moment there's nothing but deception and subliminals. And people want their deception. People want their subliminals. And so again, but I still keep, presenting this and with what's going on. And hey, I like the trees, and I like, the butterflies and the bees and whatever. Well, they're being destroyed. I don't want to all of a sudden wake up one day and there's no trees, there's no butterflies or birds or bees. Yeah, then what? Then all of a sudden people are going to realize, gee, what happened? So does it make sense to put some attention there? Because it affects everybody, because that's why we all came here. This is a school. We came here to wake up. It's helped me. So I want to help the position, and that is the natural environment, because without it, there's nothing. It's going to be like the moon here soon if people don't wake up, and it can come very, very fast. So that's the challenge, Charles. And yes, it would seem like it's like them, but no, it's not. Not at all. And you can see that on the real side if you take the time. That's where you got to check things out. So in the personal element here, it looks like a particular, you are you're one of these good people that are doing good things. Well, if you look at what they did, yes, they did help people, which is fine. It's like step one. But did they really provide, did they really talk about the real guides and the real universes and the real awareness of the individual? No, it was just all on a personal level. And so, yes, that takes part too. It goes through all of creation and into the real universes. That's the all natural environment. It's just not nature itself. So again, do something or sit and watch the world burn. You have the choice. I've chosen to do something and take the risk and confront it. And that's why they don't like me here, because yes, it's going to get so real that guess what? They're just going to dissolve. They're just going to have to run away or join us and be okay. It's a choice they can make also.